So a few days ago, there was a happy accident that happened where the hot shoe broke on my Canon R6, and I had to go in and buy a Canon R6 Mark II from an amazing local camera shop called Action Camera. And I actually was looking into upgrading to the Canon R6 Mark II because I have two R6s about 6 months ago. The camera's been out for a little over a year now, a year and a month. And I just couldn't push myself to do it because all the reviews I watched, everything I watched was like, if you already have the R6, there's no reason to get the R6 Mark II. They haven't done much to it to make that change. And now that I have both, I want to just talk about a few of the things that I've noticed in the 5 days that I've had it, why the R6 Mark II is worth the spend. So let's get into it. Jeremy Lou Photography. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Video helps you anyway, give it a thumbs up, and then click that bell for notifications. They'll tell you every time I come on. If you're a photographer, there are links in my description below that'll help you in a ton of things, from Pixify to spot my photos to Zenfolio. I have coupon codes for a lot of stuff that they've given me, and I would highly appreciate it if you guys looked into those, click those links, and if they can help you, great. So guys, I've had the well, this one's broken now. I've had the R6s for about 3 years. I bought September 20th, 2020, and it's almost Christmas in 2023 right now. And they've been great to me. I like mirrorless cameras, kind of day that I shot. Everything was great about it. So we're not going to talk about the mirrorless side of it. We're going to talk about the of it, right? So what happened was the top of my hot shoe right here broke on the other one. I actually sent it to MPB to purchase, and this was coming loose. So basically my flash was sitting on it and it wasn't connecting and it wasn't allowing it to pop, and I'm a strobist, so I need that. But it happened during an event and I just had a simple speed light on there. And this one that still works, so this is gonna be my backup camera for now. I just didn't want to spend the money to buy two. What put over for me to get an R6 Mark II was the fact that I had to, and to fix this hot shoe would have cost about $400 sent to Canon, but they would have had it for 3 to 4 weeks as well. Just don't want to deal with that. So number one reason I would say to upgrade is gonna be because of that hot shoe. That hot shoe itself is crazy. Here is the new hot shoe. Here is the old hot shoe. And just from looking at these, you can tell the girth of this. This is also on the R6 Mark II, a universal hot shoe. What does that mean? No idea. I think you can use different types of into here. I want to say like maybe you can use Nikons, maybe you can use Sony's to pop in there, but it sits in there flush and it's great. I will say that Canon also makes an adapter for this because apparently when it first came out, like Godox hot shoes wouldn't sink into here. I had no issue. So I don't know if it was a firmware update. I did have to update my firmware when I got this. I don't know if that changes, but my box fit in here, fired perfectly fine, no issues at all. No need to buy a $40 adapter for it. So I don't know who said that, why they said that. Oh God, there's already a mark on here. Guys, welcome to my life. Oh, it comes off. All right, cool. So number one reason, hot shoe in itself, just to change it up. You don't want to be in a situation where, like me, that it kind of messed up. The other thing is I hated it at first, but I do like it now. The power button is now on the right finger. Used to be on the left hand. Now it's on the right finger right here to turn on and off, and there's a lock. I hit it at first, but now when I shoot, I can just kind of put it down all with one hand rather than boop, boop. I'm noticing that I'm still turning it into video mode every once in a while, but it doesn't really affect me too much. So I love that. Number two is a placement of the on and off power button. And the third one that I've noticed is, if I can show you guys this, is that on the back of the camera itself, right here, you will see the millimeters change as I move. And you'll actually see it inside as well. So if you're a prime shooter, you don't really care too much about these, but if you're shooting anything at 7200, this is a 28 to 70, when you're shooting, I can actually look inside and see my millimeters change. So I'm now at a 35, I'm now at a 50. I can see all that inside, and it's just this one small little life change quality of life change that I freaking love with this camera, because as I'm shooting an event, I'm actually just seeing my millimeters inside rather than looking at the top right here where they have it marked. And I didn't even know you could do that. So how cool is that do that? That's number three, the number three aspect. I love that about that. The number four aspect is gonna be the shutter pressing itself. It feels stiff, but as soon as I shoot it, as soon as I do it, but it feels like it takes a second for it to register. So I have a card in here now, but it's little, it sounds like a 5D Mark IV a little bit. It has that like deep look, that's so satisfying. And I know that like you guys are like, who cares about that? But I've been shooting for 16 years. I've gone through so many different cameras and different companies. And there's something about that sound that just brings me to that passion I had when I first started shooting. And I don't know if you guys remember that. I don't remember if you took your first pictures with your first DSLR or mirrorless camera and you just felt this like good about it. Well, it brought me that made me feel great. And the other thing that I love from the R6 to the R6 Mark II is that everything converts. This is the same battery grip I had on my R6 Mark I, and it fits perfectly in there. This is the BG10, I wanna say, and it fits perfectly on here, no changes at all. I put 2 batteries in this battery grip. I have my autofocus. I have everything built in here. It fits and sits exactly the same, and it allows my hand not fall off. If you can see, my hand kind of flip bottom of this anyways. So without the grip, I mean, I shoot without a grip. I know a lot of people that do. I would just have a lazy finger kind of iPhone kind of vibe. So kind of reasons to I know it's all cosmetic. I know it's little life changes, but like, why not, right? iPhone 14 to 15, why not change? Also, this was $500 off. New now, I bought for $19.99 during the holidays, and R6 was actually $19.99 as well. So why not buy the bigger one? But the biggest question was there actually a reason to upgrade? And yes, there is gonna be a reason to upgrade. If you do it, you'll have it work a little bit better. There's dual pixel in here. There's a lot of things that you guys will find if you Google another channel. But ultimately, I say if you have an R6 and you're thinking about an R6 Mark II, do it. But sell it to mpb.com, who is not sponsored, does sponsor me. If you find that, sponsor me. It makes life a little bit easier, and it made shooting a little bit more fun the last 5 days and kind of back a little bit. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.